So like, I don't know where to begin with this chapter. I'm gonna just start off with this. Whoever you thought was pulling up to Egghead, who that mysterious figure was, you were wrong. You were very, very wrong. We have to go straight into the chapter. You already know, if you want live updates with this, Twitch, Discord, all that, make sure y'all go tune into those. The chapter. So it picks up with a couple panels of the mysterious ship that's pulling up to Egghead. It's a really, really big ship. That's what it is. But it's a very large ship. That's the only hint that you're getting in this video. Then the next panel over, we see Luffy has a belly full of food and he's starting to transform into Gear Fist. So it's about to get serious. The next chapter over, we see that Vegapunk is concerned about Bonnie and Kuma because if y'all didn't remember from the previous chapter, they're kind of like falling from the sky right now. The pacifistas, they're all looking at them because don't forget, it's Bonnie, Kuma, Sanji, Frankie, and Atlas, and Vegapunk's trying to contact Atlas because, you know, like I said, lasers are being pointed at them and they're about to get packed. Saturn is just looking at Vegapunk like, do you really think I care? Because as it stands right now, they're cooked. The pacifistas, the highest chain of command that the pacifistas have, Saturn. So even if they somehow were able to, like, I don't even know, there's no way to turn them off. Or so we thought. Next panel over, Vegapunk gives Atlas a message. We don't see what Vegapunk is saying, but we just know that Vegapunk gives her a message. Next panel goes, Bonnie starts begging the pacifistas not to shoot them and to let her and her father escape the island. Now the Navy, like the regular like humans, citizens, right? They acknowledge this, but there's so much explosions going on, so many things going on, they just think like it's in the distance. They don't care. But you know who did care? The pacifistas that look like Kuma. Just when you thought that chain of command was the girls, nah. It's actually Bonnie. And Vegapunk explains that when he was originally making the pacifistas, when they were looking like Kuma, he didn't want them to accidentally like kill or injure Bonnie, right? So he made it so that if they were to see Bonnie, recognize her voice and things like that, if they were attacking or in situations like this, Bonnie expresses her emotions, her feelings, talks to them, they stop what they're doing and they protect her. And that's exactly what they did. They went and they attacked the Navy. The fact that Vegapunk was able to do that, like, cause it's so slick though, cause number one, the Gorosei would never think to like actually check something like that because it's so weird. Cause it's like, you wouldn't think to check for something like that. Like, oh, obviously you would check to see if there was like a self-destruct sequence or something in there like that, but you can't check the program. Like, they're not that tech savvy. Like, they don't, like, it's Vegapunk. And then obviously Saturn, he was not happy about that, and unfortunately, after the pacifistas turn, they start shooting the Navy, the Marines. They're all, everything is going to complete chaos. The tables have completely shifted, and Vegapunk gets a nice spider thorn right through his chest. It's not looking too good for him. I don't know if he makes it off the island. So one of two things are gonna happen. Either Chopper is gonna be able to patch him up and stop the bleeding, but at the same time, that's an old man. So like, there's not really too much he can do, but maybe he has some science that can save him. But yeah, Vegapunk, he is on death's door right now. Oh yeah, and then Vegapunk had this badass line. He goes, even if they gave me that mission, or if I have to go against the world, Bonnie, remember this, Kuma will always be on your side. Like, if that's not W-Mans, I don't know what is. I wouldn't say that I didn't think that Vegapunk has some sort of like something up his sleeve, but it was just getting to a point where it was like if you got something up your sleeve, like now was the time. Your island's getting invaded, you're seeing all this happen. It's like, but then again, it's probably why he was trying to rush to get in contact with somebody so he could like tell Bonnie that. But then it begs the question of why he didn't, wait, no, because I don't know, she wasn't there at first. So I guess you couldn't really tell her before then. I don't know. I'd have to go back and read it because I definitely do feel like he probably could have avoided a good chunk of this. But that's I guess that's what's that word? Hyperbole? No. Hindsight. Stay in school, guys. Don't be like me. Read books that's not just manga, because my verbiage and vocabulary is just cooked. But yeah, there is a thorn between Vegapunk's chest, and then Saturn ordered ykKairu to exterminate everybody on this island. See, I still think that Saturn is gonna end up leaving the Marines, but the way it's looking right now, he's just following these orders blindly. Like, he's definitely like mentally nerfed. I don't know. It just seems like he's just following these orders blindly without any thought. He follows those orders though, because he instantly teleports over to Atlas, Sanji, Bonnie, and Kuma, takes his light sword and is getting ready to cut through all of them. Sanji tried to block the kick, but he got kicked away. It's not looking too. See, like, I feel like the Sanji versus Zoro debate, they're gonna be picking and choosing feats from this in order to boost each other's opinion. But like, that's a whole nother video, bro. Because, bro, can we just agree that they're always gonna be rivals? They're either someone's gonna be stronger than one, or one's gonna be stronger than the other, or they're just two different fighters, but like they just both have similar stats. Like, why can't we just agree on that? Why does it have to be this big of a debate? My bad, I got distracted. Anyways, ykKairu, he goes to Bonnie, Kuma, Sanji. He's getting ready to put a light sword straight through their chest. But before he can do that, Gear 5 Luffy comes out of nowhere with a full stomach power attack, conquers Haki, ornament Haki, fist, and just punches him right in the face. And I'm gonna show a glimpse of this. That brother ykKairu definitely got caught off guard, but his face, it looks like it hurt. Gear 5, Luffy's back, and he's ready for action. So it seems like we're getting a ykKairu versus Luffy round 2. Or is it? I guess technically it's round 3. So we're gonna see how that goes though. Now obviously you probably are thinking to yourself like, doesn't Bonnie see all this? And yeah, she does. Because in the next chapter, she's thinking to herself about what Kuma told her about Nika, Sun God. She's seeing how Luffy's moving, how he's prancing and dancing, his heart's beating. She notices the rhythm, especially like she feels it and feels like the drums of liberation. And then a little side note from that, the robot that Vegapunk has feels that rhythm and is slowly starting to move as well. So a lot of people were thinking that Oda had like forgot about that. No, like that robot, it's still moving. She notices that and she puts 2 and 2 together and realizes, oh my gosh, Luffy is Nika. And that just brings up another point of, did we just find our final Straw Hat? Because if I'm being honest, I would not be surprised if Bonnie joined the Straw Hats after that, simply because she wants to follow Nika. And if her dad were to die in this arc, I feel like that would be her way of honoring her dad, is to follow Nika, follow Luffy. Because Luffy, Kuma quite literally was telling her like he is the liberator, like he is the one who's going to like free people, like that's who our people like look up to, who we worship. It would only make sense for her to want to join Luffy. Then again, that's if she's alive at the end of this. But I wouldn't see why she wouldn't be. She should be alive, right? As long as we don't start seeing no flashbacks to her and Kuma, I don't think we should be too worried about that. How would y'all feel though? Would Bonnie be a good addition to the Straw Hats? She's technically a child, but then again, Chopper is also kind of a child. Her and Luffy's dynamic, they just end up eating a lot of food. I feel like her and Nami would just have a big sister, little sister relationship. Same thing with Robin, but like the whole like aging up thing might be kind of weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I'm gonna just leave that to y'all. But yeah, all that happened. The robot, Bonnie noticing that Luffy's like actually Nika, all that stuff's happened. Then the last page of the chapter. The Marines are reporting that absurdly large ship is closing in on Egghead. And we get a quote from one of the Marines that says, "There's no mistaking it, but didn't they perish a century ago?" And we see a big panel of Dory and Bragi. Yes, it wasn't Blackbeard, it wasn't Shanks, it was not any of these other people who people have been there. It was Dory and Bragi the entire time. Are you excited? Because like, I'm excited. I'm excited for one reason and one reason though. Well, maybe like 2. 1, Elbath basically is confirmed after this arc. Number 2, Usopp is getting his buff in Egghead. It's either going to be in Egghead or it's going to be in this next arc. But the fact that Dory and Bragi are here also means another thing. How did they know to pull up to the island? 2, why did they pull up to the island? 3, did Shanks tell them Luffy is Joyboy? Number 4, why did Shanks send them? Because wouldn't he want Luffy to handle this business? But then again, there's a Gorosei on the island, so it's like there's so many questions in this arc, and we just don't have a lot of answers. And obviously, of course, this big old chapter, and there's a break next week. I have got a lot of thinking to do, and probably a lot more videos to make. Definitely more than I planned on making, but this is nuts. Y'all don't understand how big of a deal this is that Dory and Bragi are here. Because they're aligned with Shanks. And we all know Shanks knows about Joyboy. The only reason they would pull up is if Shanks told them to. Which means that they know Luffy is Joyboy. So what is Shanks' end goal here? I I couldn't tell you. I literally couldn't tell you. But yeah, I've got a lot of theorizing to do, a lot of more videos to make. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you go and follow me on Twitch. I literally talk about all this live. Literally right when that chapter drops, I talk about all this live. So if you want to be here for that, Twitch, the Discord, to get the notifications, to come talk with me in chat, the links are in the bio. I will see y'all in the next one.